but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you.
What's wrong?
This movie is bull. Women can't fight. This makes no sense.
Says who?
Well, back in my day, women weren't allowed to fight in the war. And for good reason. It's not where they belong. And besides, it's the duty of the man to fight. Her father is a huge whip.
But he was in no condition to fight.
Well, I've seen a lot worse back when I was in command. Her father needs to man up.
Maybe that's why he lost the war.
I'm a goner. I'm in love with Shang, I think. I would fight for a hunk like him.
That was quick. But I don't think that's her reasoning behind it. She just wanted to save her country.
Yeah, I really admire her love for her country. She would have made a good bullfighter, but...
But what?
Well, a female torero? I don't think the world is ready for that. The people would not like that. But yeah.
But why do we have to wait for progress to happen? This is so stupid. It makes me want to kill myself.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You should grow out your hair. All the other women do it. Why don't you?
Hey, just because you're a man doesn't mean you can control what I do.
You want to fight?
See, this is what happens when we make movies like Mulan. We start putting too many radical ideas into the heads of these women, and they start thinking they're something they're not.
I'm still a woman. Whatever I'm doing is to find happiness for myself. I don't care if it adheres to your silly rules. London and...
Well, I think what she's trying to say is that she's going through a phase, and this is what she thinks she wants.
But,
yeah, and how is that working out for you, Brett? If you stayed home like a good girl like Mulan, she'd respect her father, her culture, and her heritage. Everyone would be happy.
Except Mulan. You guys are missing the whole
Remember when Mulan meets with the matchmaker? She looks like a woman, but she really doesn't have what it takes to be a good daughter and a good woman.
But Mulan is aware of the cultural standing of women in that time. She just tried to please everybody, but she can't fit the mold.
yeah, and since she deviates from these social constructs and traditional rules, she's able to use her courage and wit to prove herself and bring honor to her family.
Not to mention Shane, the troops, the emperor, and all of China.
Yeah, like when she used that last cannon to create an avalanche to kill all the Huns.
Well, yeah, she didn't kill all the Huns, though. See, if she was a man...
Well, none of the other soldiers thought of that, and if it weren't for her quick thinking, they'd all be dead. She took care of Shang Yu and all his goons, too.
Yeah, remember when she had to use her cleverness and wit to climb up to the top of the pole and grab that arrow? She inspired everyone with her perseverance.
Regardless, women were and still are not allowed into the army. When Shang spared her life, he was being too lenient. Too lenient, by far. Mulan betrayed their trust, their respect, and their values.
What would you do in his place?
Let me tell you something, son. Authority, coercion, are what is needed. Put your foot down, hard and good. It's the only way to manage a woman. Take my word for it. You see, if you and Shang did this, you'd be better off.
Actually, Shang would be dead, and Romero can have all of this.
And maybe Mom would still be alive.
What's her problem today? Is this because of the wedding?
Why do you think there's a problem? It's not about the wedding. Just let me be. You bother me.
Marriage has brought me nothing but unfulfillment. I want to live life to the fullest, unbound by all these traditional values.
If you had just tried harder to fit the mold, you would have had a happier marriage and a better life.
But isn't it better to be awake than even to suffer, than to be duped to all these illusions?
Yeah, Mulan is so woke, even if she suffers, it paid off in the end.
So what? If the odds are so heavily stacked against you, what are you going to do about it?
I guess I deserve all this. When I think of all the hell I've put Chaps through, I'm paying for all of it now.
That's right.
I'm gonna go for a swim.
all's well that ends well.